This next segment is once again, we're bringing back the draft. This time, we will be drafting all-time Canucks with the greatest hair.
Ooh,
and that's head of hair, not facial hair this time. It'll be head of hair.
We really had to clarify because
we really did. There's some good lip lettuce over the years as well.
Yes, there is.
All right. So, do we have the coin?
We have the coin.
The decider?
Let's see. Oh, that was a bad flip, but we're going to go with it anyways. J-Dawg again.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wait, are these both J-Dawg? No.
Yeah, they are.
Shoot. All right. So, as per last week, we're going to do the snaking style draft. So, J-Dawg has pick 1. I have picks 2 and 3, and so on.
All right.
Take it away, J-Dawg.
So, without further ado, my first pick in the all-time Canucks greatest hair draft is the man that resembles Hollywood, the man that is seen in animated movies, the man that currently is on the Canucks. His name is Brock Boeser. He has some incredible hair, as you see here, some of the best flow in the world. He's got the Prince Charming looks in this, as you can see here in this nice side-by-side. Yep, Brock Boeser, you are my first pick.
Fantastic. Boeser was certainly on my list as well, to nobody's surprise. But I went a little bit further back. I wanted to make sure I did not lose out on this player. May have drafted him a little high, but I'm glad I did. So I'm going back a ways and drafting my compatriot in Smithdom, Mr. Gary Smith. Look at that.
I love it.
Look at that.
Man, that's fantastic.
The bright blonde perm. How can you possibly go wrong with Gary Smith?
That is so good.
Absolutely. From one Smith to another. Nicely done, Gary. All right. So happy you got my first overall pick. Now, second pick. Going back not quite as far to a guy who I can only believe struggled to fit his hair inside of his helmet. Uh-oh. And that's Mr. Anson Carter.
No! Dang it. That was my 102.
I love it. Oh, man.
He has
who
incredible
fumbled the bag
hair.
more than maybe anybody, missing out on the opportunity to play more years with the Sedin twins.
Yes, indeed.
But at least he's got that hair. Impressive. Impressive.
All right. Next up, my next pick is Mr. Andrei Kuzmenko, the man that looks like Bill Nye the Science Guy a little bit. He's got the just got electrocuted vibes going on. Yeah, Andrei Kuzmenko, mad respect. That is a lot of body.
I am ashamed that Kuzmenko wasn't even on my draft board.
What? Oh, come on,
I don't know how I missed that. I don't know how. He would have been. I'll tell you right now. He would have been. Right. Nice pick. Nice pick.
All right. And my third pick of the draft is Mr. Quinn Hughes with the mop. With the mop. Yeah. Just so shaggy. I picked a lot of shaggy hair in this draft so
there
far.
There was a lot of shaggy hair to choose
Lots
from.
of shaggy hair.
Absolutely. Solid
yeah,
pick. Going with
mad
the
respect.
Captain.
I'm going with very recent Canucks with my first 3 picks.
I see that. I'm going a little, not too far back with number 3 and really picked it. The hair was good. It's the pictures of the hair that really put this over the top. I'm talking about the recently retired Louis Eriksson.
Ah, nice.
Louis Eriksson with a couple of the greatest candid photos of Canucks in team history. Mr. Louis Eriksson. My goodness. What a look. All right, I'm going back into the Wayback Machine here for my fourth pick. I think it was time we got a little mullet up in this list. So with my fourth pick, I'm going with Mr. Tony Tanti.
Oh, nice. He didn't make my list. Nice pick.
Oh, thank you. Those nice tight black curls with the mullet. What a combination.
Nice pick. Nice pick.
All right. Back to
All
J-Dawg.
right, back to me. With my fourth pick of the draft, the legend himself, Bobby Lou, Roberto Luongo. He's got it in the curls. He's got it in the slick back. It has remained beautiful, and I think it keeps getting better with age. I have mad respect for Bobby Lou's hair, slick back hair, curled hair, every hair. It's a good look.
Oh yeah, that had slicked back really nice. What was it? Was it Ryan Kessler who said Luongo's hair's got that nice natural grease to it? I think I got that right. Bobby Lou. Man, I miss Bobby Lou.
Me too. Me too. It was so good seeing him lift the Stanley Cup last year.
Oh,
That was
was
great.
it ever?
It was glorious.
Absolutely.
All right. And my last pick of the draft is
Drumroll, please.
Another active player. Played on the Canucks during the Bobby Lou era, and that is one Chris Tanev. Always had the good hair. I loved it with the picture of him when the emo phase.
That is a fantastic picture. Oh, he's got some beauties too. His toothless grin. Oh,
yes. Yeah, I had a lot of good ones to choose from. But anyway, Chris Tanev, you were the one to close out my draft.
Classic. All right. So I got all four of my top four. So I'm loving my draft so far. I had Brock Besser at number 5. So there's a little bit of revenge now. I'm gonna go.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go off the board here a little bit on J-Dawg, and I'm going to choose Mr. Piero Manetta.
Oh, nice.
If you could go behind the players to the bench, I'm going to go behind the bench into the stands and shout out Canucks super fan Piero Manetta.
Well done. Well done. That is such a great pick. I never would have saw that coming. I never would have even thought of that. That's fantastic though. I had the greatest time growing up watching the Canucks and just watching that guy's son grow up.
Oh,
like sitting behind there, I'm like, oh, he's, I guess, kind of like a teenager now.
I always thought, man, this guy must have just so much money to have those tickets to every game.
Yep.
But man, it has been super cool. The consistency there. Very cool.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
Oh, I've got honorable mentions. Absolutely.
Wonderful.
So you took my Brock Besser. I was going to get a Brock Besser stand-in with my number 7 pick, which would have been David Booth.
Oh, nice.
And his lovely long blonde locks.
Totally.
I also had Chris Tanev. Mm-hmm. I'm willing to bet if we scrolled further in your draft order, we might have seen Brent Sopel.
You sure would have.
Yeah.
Yep, he was dead last. He was going to be in my low lights hair.
My last pick was going to be Nikolai Goldobin. Now, not necessarily hilarious hair, but he's a guy who maybe throughout all of Canucks history might have cared the most about his hair. Apparently his Instagram was full of it.
Yeah.
Pictures from the barbershop, different hairstyles. The dude was into his hair.
It's true. Jake Virtanen would be in that realm, I think, but I don't think anyone takes the cake from Goldobin. That's a great pick. Well done.
Any honorable mentions on your side that didn't get their moment in the sun yet?
There are. Brett Sopel, as you mentioned, was one of them. Zach McEwen. He had some good flow. There was lots of hair. Not that it was like great hair. There was just so much of it. Like his hair count on his head is phenomenal. And then I gotta go with Ben Hutton. That dude it's just like spraying out of his helmet. It's yeah. The ice and dice picture. Um the most iconic ice and dice performance. The Barbie girl performance. If any of you haven't seen it, just look up Ben Hutton Barbie girl on YouTube. It is worth the watch. It's very good.
Ben Hutton also gets my unofficial award for the guy who just looks like the nicest guy.
Yeah.
I always thought that.
Yeah.
That dude just looks like he's a nice guy.
Yes,
And I would be so
definitely.
disappointed if I ever learned he was a jerk. That would break my heart.
Yes.
Ben Hutton. There you go.
And Brad Richardson. Not as much
Brad
the long hair,
Richardson.
just like I thought he has kind of like the Tom Cruise, like kind of spiky model hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I can see
And
it.
that is all for me.
Love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Draft number 2 in the books. Obviously, Andy won again. No, we'll hear from the from any viewers or listeners. Let us know who you think drafted the better all hair team. All right.